I'm a filmmaker and an artist, both very much hats. Uh, I'm here to talk about art and the vernacular importance of how art can actually influence and what kind of a heritage value we've had from the Indian mythology. So this is a very quick thing that I've done from a juice shop that was around. I just took a papaya and then just cut art in it. So I said, if I'm talking about art juice, which is basically rasatri, which is the Indian aesthetics, then I should talk about and show a visual which is basically creating juice. This is a juice shop that I just went and asked him, can I use your juice shop? And he said, why? I couldn't explain to him what I was trying to do because art was beyond the mundane, right? Like art can actually zoom into things that are not regular. So I said, I have to mix the juice. So here, this is an example of our Indian mythology. In the Hindu culture, what we have is we have a betel leaf and then we have a turmeric paste on it. Just with this simple visual metaphor, we basically talk about the whole Ganesha's history, and we sometimes use the same to talk about Lakshmi or some other goddess. These are abstract modernist theories that have been with us for some time, but we don't realize that we've had such kind of a large heritage-rich values that exist in our art. So this is an art piece that I've done as part of a series which is diptych. Diptych is basically folds. And yeah, this is a photo that I've taken while traveling in a train, and you can see two ladies doing open defecation. So inspired from this, I started a project called Loo Culture, which basically converts. Initially started with abandoned loos, then I started taking a lot of loos and then converting them into art pieces. These are some of the art pieces. I don't change open defecation, I don't create a solution. What I try to do is, I try to create an awareness. I try to change the way people think. This got published in Time Out and other magazines, so the word got spread out. So people started thinking about open defecation being the largest problem in Asia, and why do we need Gates Foundation coming in and helping us out? Why can we not create simple solutions? So this is an installation that got exhibited at Max Muller and British Council, for which I got a fellowship, who sponsored my installation, which kind of, I think, the usage of art can be beyond our regular thinking, right? Like it can just not be a painting, it can just not be a sculpture, it can be. So this was an interactive thing that I did. What I did was, this was an open show that was happening. I just took my artwork there, I asked people to just hold it and then interact with the glue directly. So the taboo, what we call toilets, has now been gone off, right? Like, so now we're on a level where you can actually interact with. So this is a new project I'm doing, a documentary on Shilpam, which is basically sculpture in the vernacular. So this is a temple that has been lying for ages, and this is in Ahoblam in Kurnool, and we don't realize it because it's not in a popular culture, right? If it's in a popular culture, we know Rome is built in a day and all that. But then this is the sculptor who's done that temple, and he happens to be my grandfather. He's done his own portrait in the Garbhagudi, which is the main center of the temple. That takes a lot of radical thoughts. He's challenged the way things work. In a temple, in the right middle of the temple, where the idol is, he's put his own portrait. So these are some of the projects that I do, which are social experiments, where I interacted with a Britisher. This guy says dream big, that guy says I dream bigger than him. So basically, how can we rethink social networking? Social networking for us has been virtual. If in a physical space we don't interact with each other because we've got our own prejudices, we've got our own dogmas. We've just used balloons to create a social network randomly and anonymously, spreading them around. So there were different messages and different age groups, people had various messages, so they reacted differently to it. So trying to create social experiments and community art, I think we as human beings are a very community-based social animal. So I think we need to reinforce that using art and other tools. So this is an artwork that I've done digitally, inspired from my local network, which is basically when I was living in Kirki, there's a slum, an urban mushroom. There were a lot of rats, so I thought I'll do something about it. So I created an artwork using a workshop. This is an example, a visual metaphor again, a very simple idea, a recycle can that people use as to collect money. So there's no beggar, there's nothing written there, but people, once you establish something, people tend to do it very repetitively. That's the kind of thing. So is art a solution to something? No. It's a medium to question things. what I do with my projects is basically create more questions and kind of, create a trigger between what is the regular real and what is meta real, like beyond the reality. And this is a very famous problem called candle problem. It's part of the Gestalt theory, where these are the things that are given, and you're asked to you're given pins, box, a candle, and matchsticks. What you have to do is you have to light the candle, and the wax should not fall onto the floor, and the candle has to be stuck to the wall. So these are cognitive tests that scientists have done to prove that we have a very narrow-minded, very closed system of thought. So these are part of the same Gestalt theory, which says illusion, animation can be created, and hence from where we've got animation, from where we've got cinema, like using our own. So it's always overlapping what we do. So I'm here in Hyderabad right now doing this project which basically tries to bond with boulders, with stone. A lie detector basically, even it's proven that plants also have life and emotions. So my project here is trying to create a bonding between stones and human. Why can they not be reactive? I think boulders are iconic to Hyderabad as a city. They're a large part of the urban landscape. So the project basically is I create an armor in the stone and create a bondage between us, and I start loving the stone. Why not? So these are the very initial stages of the project, which will increase into a much more solid relationship with boulders and with environment around. So I, being not an artist, I'm not stuck to a medium. I would want to push the threshold of mediums and use performance and video to actually create more aura into how things can be done and how things can be looked at. I think that is very important in terms of knowing and analyzing things around you and not being lost in the whole world of virtual where we're living in right now. Thank you.